How are you again? Let's get real. Ready for another walk around the block? I hope that you are enjoying your weekend with family, with friends. I hope that you are just enjoying everyday life how it should be. But I also want to keep in mind that that's not the case for a lot of us. I come on this channel to talk about a lot of the issues that we as individuals face in life. I might not talk about your specific issue, but let me tell you, it does come to mind if your kids are rebellious. It does come to mind if you have started becoming, what's the word? More active. I do want to talk about kids on this channel because I don't want to leave it just for adults, because I realize that adults, they have kids too, right? And I'm going to say this to those of us who learn differently. I'm going to go out this other side, because there's this big old dog. Sometimes kids don't learn in the home what they should learn in the real world. Well, what they'll learn in the real world, I should say. I'm going to talk to you about the reality of my home. And it's not that it's bad. It's not. It's just I didn't have this understanding growing up because my parents were old-fashioned. That's not bad. It's really not. It's not bad. I didn't understand anything about relationships. I didn't understand anything about men. And I did experience sexual abuse. And as an adult, those of us who experience such a thing hits us hard in our later years. I had to talk about all of these things and not disclose or try to hide about what happens when we lose our innocence as kids, right? And it's good if you have a child, if you have a kid that is being nurtured. It really is. But I do want to come on here and talk about these things because they are what affect our society nowadays. I mean, they play a role as to how things are in our adult lives. All right, I'm gonna turn back now. I want to say this. Yes, I make mistakes here in my everyday life. And I didn't want to choose to have a YouTube channel to talk about these things. But for me, and sometimes this is how it is, you're not going to have that therapist to talk to. You're not going to be able to go to that pastor to share with. You are going to be with yourself all of the time. And I want to talk about that, being with yourself all of the time. And I do, what's the word? Feel like a fool for falling prey to the issues that I have. Un video. Sí, sí, sí. Okay. Saludos. Igual. Gracias. I want to know, for me, as an adult, how to set boundaries and how to live by them. Because once again, you know, I've been hurt, and yeah, it's a challenge when you're hurt a lot in life and in society. And you have to look at ways in which you can come out from that hurt, from that pain. I'll say this as a YouTube video blogger. I'm imperfect in my ways. I am. I backslide. But the one thing to do is this, to recognize it and to talk about it. And to know that you're not perfect and that it's okay sometimes. So what can I tell you about adding encouragement to so much? Well, I'll say this, and I'm going to stop right here. I have the tendency to make mistakes. I do. But the most important thing as a video blogger and as a woman is that I come forth with my mistakes ahead of time, so that later on, you know, you don't say, okay, look, let me point the finger at her. I do recognize this thing called sexual sin, and that a lot of pastors fall prey to it. I do recognize that we are hurting as a world, as a society. So, well, here's today's lesson. You know, I do feel like a fool, and it's hard for me to come out with this video, but I'm so glad that I came forth, like always. I want to say thank you to all of you who watch all of my videos from start to finish. I want to say thank you for sharing my content. Please keep coming back. Keep sharing, keep praying. It doesn't matter, you know, if you're gay or you're lesbian, if you're Muslim, you know, I want to make this video, this channel as a whole, okay? So, that's it for me right now. I'm going to say good evening, good night. I'll be back, definitely. I don't know for how long I'll be back, but I'm going to be back. So anyways, my love to you during these times. The weather's getting more beautiful. I'm so glad, because that means that we can come on out and take a walk. But my love to you always. I want to remember Oso, and I want to remember my Shebah baby. If you've lost a furry loved one, go ahead and put them in the comments. My love to you wherever it is that you are in the world, and I will see you in my next YouTube vlog. Mwah.